We have got a lot of stuff to open tonight. None of it's going to take an awfully long time, but there is quite a bit of it. And as it stands right now, we're also going to have quite a bit of unpaid stuff. I think we've got about 4 unpaid spots in the autographed baseballs, 1 in the bat, 3 or 4 in leaf metal draft. A lot of those are from one single person, so maybe we will get lucky and that person will actually take care of their bill while we're going over our info. But if they don't, then you know the drill. We're going to have to spend some time trying to find homes for all this unpaid stuff if we don't see payment come in here in the next few minutes. So first things first, my feedback is automated on eBay. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you are instantly going to get the same in return. And of course, that's a win-win, right? Automation, we love it. And the most important thing there is to say thank you. Always appreciate you being here, bidding, breaking, and chatting with me. We are going to take a look next at what's coming up in the days ahead. So both Saturday night and Sunday night will be off nights. We'll come back on Monday night with a half case of Bowman's Best Baseball. Those are loose boxes from a shared case. And then we're going to dive into a 20-box case of Optic Football. That is the collector's box version, which has some different hit parallels in it than you can find in Hobby and some of the other Optic products. On Tuesday night, we'll open a Leaf autographed baseball jersey, an 8-box case of Revolution basketball in our case, and another case of Leaf metal draft baseball. Wednesday night, wouldn't you know, they moved most of our new releases. We had several scheduled to come out Wednesday night, and Panini moved all of their stuff again. But we are still going to have Topps Archive Signature Series Active Player Edition. That is still coming out Wednesday. I said 2019. That's wrong. It's 2020. I hope I didn't say 2019 in the title of that. I wonder if I did. That will be bad if I did. I'll have to go edit it all, but it is 2020 Topps Archive Signature Series Active Player Edition. And we'll also open a Tristar autographed football and a Game Changers autographed, 3 Game Changers autographed baseballs will all be opened on that Wednesday night. Okay, we are next taking a look at what we are breaking tonight. And again, it's a big list of stuff, but it's not going to take us a terribly long time. Unless, of course, we have to stop and deal with finding homes for a lot of unpaid stuff, which would slow us down a bit. But if we don't, there's a lot of information on this page. Let's start with talking about our free shipping breaks. That is everything we're breaking tonight except for Leaf Metal Draft Baseball. So all the free shipping stuff, again, excluding Leaf Metal Draft, will be out the door and on the way to you no later than Friday the 31st, a week from today, if your team hits in your particular break. Now, if your team doesn't hit in one of those free shipping breaks, I would typically hold on to your consolation card or cards and simply send it the next time you have a package shipping out with something else in it because, well, yeah, because it's free shipping. And I do keep track of that for a rolling 90-day period. Now, if you do get skunked in one of the free shipping breaks and you don't want to wait for your next package to go out and you'd like to have your consolation card just put in an envelope with a stamp on it, I can do that. Just send me a message on eBay and request that. I'll happily take care of it for you. Our paid shipping break tonight, that's going to be the Leaf Metal Draft. That should be on the way to you no later than Tuesday. It may well be on the way to you sooner than that, but it should not be any later than that. If you were to get skunked in Leaf Metal Draft Baseball, your consolation card or cards would ship out when the rest of the break goes out the door, simply because it is a paid shipping break, right? So that would be your next package. This is also the order we're going to be breaking in tonight. So first up is our Leaf Autograph Baseball bat. Our Tristar Mini Football helmets will be second. 2016 Black Gold Football is third. Our autographed baseballs fourth. The multi-sport jerseys are fifth. And Leaf Metal Draft Baseball will bring up the back of the break tonight. So I think we only had one unpaid in the baseball bat, and let me check on that, guys. I'm going to leave this screen up there for you for a moment, and I'm going to see if that bat has gotten paid or if we need to find it a new home. And it looks like it is not paid, so we are talking about the Cincinnati Reds being available here for this Leaf autograph baseball bat break. Looks like they sold on eBay for $7. So if anybody is interested in buying the Reds in here, please let me know. Speak now or forever hold your peace kind of thing. I'm going to bring you back to me for a moment while I go in and update that spreadsheet reflecting that the Reds did not get paid in time. And again, if somebody's interested in picking it up, please jump in here and let your voice be heard in chat. There's going to be quite a bit of unpaid stuff tonight, it looks like, unfortunately, which is a real drag. I hate that. That happens, it seems, more with memorabilia and things like that and small box breaks than anything else, which is one of the reasons I stopped doing so many of them. It's so difficult to get people to just pay their bill. But anyway, okay, so nobody wants the Cincinnati Reds in here? Oh, Emery does. Okay, super. All right, Emery, here's what I am doing. I am going to type in here for you right now. You're about to see it pop up. The email address that I use for PayPal. I do not use that for correspondence. Please do not send me correspondence to that email. I will literally never see it. When I say I will never see it, I mean I will never see it. But it is where I get PayPal payments and a lot of other old school stuff because I'm too old to too much stuff tied to it. That email address is too old. I don't want to change it. Oh gosh. Sorry guys, I leaned over to try to update the spreadsheet and I sent you flying, didn't I? Yeah, boy, got a good view of this, of the industrial ceiling fan there, didn't you? Sorry. Dang it. Okay, now that time I didn't touch the camera, so I had to have hit the cord. Now I've done it to you twice. That's excellent. Gonna be one of those days, you can tell, can't you? All right, I'm working on getting this updated Staying Lover camera down. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, twice I did it, twice. I hit the actual camera the first time and then hit the cord for the little tripod the second time, which still dumped it over. So, yeah, nice, right? All right, anyway, so where was I? Emery, you, if you can log into PayPal, please, and send over that $7 for the red spot, that would be fantastic. As soon as that comes in, we can move onward with the bat break. I'm going to go ahead and get the spreadsheet updated here and get it canceled out on eBay. Hopefully without knocking the camera over again, but you never know. Because it does seem to be one of those days, indeed. All right, that part is done. And let me get to eBay and get that part done. Get it canceled out on eBay. And we're about ready to get going, guys and gals. Hang on one second. One more little step to do here. Oh, man. Nothing is cooperating with me right now. I tell you, this is like a freaking Monday, except it's on Friday. Okay, that's just nice. Now eBay's saying I have to re-enter all my information, which I just signed in, but now we gotta do it again. So, oh, brother. All right, now maybe it's gonna let me cancel the thing for the Reds. There we go. Now we're all happy. At last. I think we're done. And I got the spreadsheet updated. So I think we are going to be good to go here. I will give you another little peek at just this part of the spreadsheet because I'm not sure we looked at this yet. This is a 2020 Leaf Autograph Baseball Bat break. This is break number 4. And of course, everything that we are opening tonight ended tonight on eBay, which is Friday night, the 24th of January. Team names are on the left-hand side. Our winning bidders are across from each team on the opposite side. Cincinnati Reds were the unpaid team, which had been picked up there by Emery HVAC. So thank you, sir, for picking that up. I appreciate you. Now I'm going to change up the focus on the camera as if I didn't already change it up, knocking it over twice. I think I actually did actually messed some of it up, but that's okay. You can still see it. It's just a little crooked, but it'd be fine. But what you're going to notice is that your background goes slightly out of focus here. And that is intentional, and that is not me knocking over the camera. That is me setting the focus so that we can look at our items up a little closer than we might otherwise be able to. Alrighty, so I think we are good to go for our baseball bat. That took a while, didn't it? But it's all good now. And thank you again, Emery, picking that up. It is always appreciated. I think there's going to be more opportunities for those of you who are interested to be able to pick up some other things. I'm showing you now that this is sealed up, okay? So that's just your seal, your leaf tape that has this box sealed up. Now, I do not ship it in here, guys, in this box. This came up the other day. Somebody wanted to know, they got their bat and they wanted to know why it wasn't shipped in this box. Well, because this box is not made for shipping. And the one time I listened to it when somebody requested to have it sent in a box, and I did, the box and the bat got destroyed. Ooh, baby, look at that bad boy. Nice. How about some Juan Soto on your autograph bat coming out for the Nationals? Now we have got a Beckett authentication paper there, and on one end or the other, which of course it looks like it's going to be the other, we can see there's your matching Beckett sticker in there under the plastic. So a nice way to start the night with a Juan Soto autographed baseball bat heading to the Nationals. And I guess I need to catch up on chat too. There's tons of chat that I missed while I was working on that other stuff. So hi, Stang Lover and Joe and Jay Allen and Bob. Everybody is in here tonight. And of course, Emery HVAC as well. You guys made some very good jokes about me knocking the camera over. Poltergeist, man down, ghost in the camera. David and Captain Penguin, hi to you too. And Thomas is here. You said, no, Thomas, that wasn't Leaf Metal Draft. That was the autographed baseball bat. So, yeah, guys, if you're in a different break, of course, you're not going to see your user ID up there until we get to your specific product, is usually how this sort of thing flows along. So while I'm checking the payment status on the mini helmets, I'm going to let you guys look at that again for a minute. We talked about that a bit a moment ago. And if you did not catch me talking about it before, if you logged in after that, please take a minute, review the information that you see there on the screen so that we can all be on the same page about your shipping and all that fun stuff. Yeah, so it looks like, guys, we may as well go ahead and try to knock out 2 of these things at once in here, I think. Well, wait a minute. Hang on. No, it did get paid. Never mind. We don't have to worry about it here in the mini helmets. We are good to go with them now. So hooray for that. Thought we had a couple sitting in there, but they got paid. So now we're good. So let me get our spreadsheet back on that page. And this is what we're looking at. 2 2019 Tristar Platinum Autograph Mini Football Helmets. This is break number 6. And once again, of course, everything that we are opening tonight ended tonight, Friday night, the 24th. Same format. We've got team names on the left-hand side, eBay user ID of our winning bidder across from each team. The Jags did not get a bid in here. They do not have a forever home. So if the Jags were to come out, it would simply stay here with me since it got no bids on eBay. Man, I really did jack that up, didn't I? It's like all crooked now after I knocked it over twice. Right in a row. Oh, well, never known for my grace, was I? And Rock Miranda is here. Hi, Rock. He says he loves Joe Zabinski. Well, that's good. I like it when friends find each other in chat. That's good. You're break buddies and such. All right. Carlos is here too. Hi, Carlos. Well, our first mini helmet is a Steve Largent. So this is not a COA, it's just kind of a little informational card that Tristar puts in. This is technically their COA, although it's generic, it's not specific to or unique to the item, but I'll show you what is in a minute. So there's your Steve Largent autograph and inscription for the Seahawks. On the back there, that little Tristar hologram sticker, that's the thing that's important because that is specific and unique to this individual item. And as long as that stays on the item, you are good to go. If the little sticker ever came off, then you'd have to pay to have it re-certified. Yeah, so sticker on the item, always the most important part. All right, let's see here. Who is in our next one? Oh, it's Urlacher. So there it is, a Brian Urlacher autographed mini helmet. That is, of course, for the Bears. There's your signature on the top. Maybe looks like some kind of little inscription, maybe just his uniform number. And there on the back is your hologram sticker. So our mini helmets, the Bears and Brian Urlacher and Steve Largent and the Seattle Seahawks. Those are our two platinum autograph mini helmets for tonight. So let me get them put back in their respective boxes and we'll see what comes up next. Oh, Stang Lover, you hit one? All right, well, that makes you happy then. Oh, and Joe wanted something that he didn't hit, which is making him unhappy. Yeah, that's the worst, isn't it? That is the worst when it's a team you like, but you didn't win, and then they hit. I know. All right, I'm going to let you look at that once again. Hopefully everybody's seen it by now. If you haven't, take a look at it. Let me see what is paid or not paid in our 2016 Black Gold Football, which is what is up next. And it looks like it is all paid, so happy day. We are good to go on it. Let me get us where we need to be. So this is a single box break of 2016 Black Gold Football. It is break number 44. We used to break this a lot in various quantities, but we haven't in a while. I'm just cleaning up some odds and ends. And same format, guys. Team names on one side, eBay user ID up in lights across from each team. Cincinnati Bengals did not find a forever home. Got no bids tonight. So and ditto for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So any Bengals or Tampa Bay Buccaneers cards that were to come out would stay with me. Everything else is going to go out the door to one of you. I don't have a lot of black gold left, but I do have, I don't know, maybe another box or two, so we'll get it worked in there along the way. All right, Jay Allen says he's got the Panthers. He needs all the Panthers in here. All right, we will try to find you some Panthers. This is a 2-pack per box product, and these cards are nice and thick. That's the good news. The bad news is because they're nice and thick, they do tend to have some issues with edge and corner wear, you know, chipping and whatnot. And it is especially noticeable, of course, because of the cards being black. If the cards were white, you wouldn't notice that stuff nearly as much as you notice it when it is on black background. So just be prepared for that. If it's minor kind of stuff, I'm probably, you know, I may or may not point it out. If it's major stuff, we're going to try to point it out as we go along. All right. Stang Lover needs some Ray Lewis in here, and Jay Allen says he just wants one good card. All right, all the cards in here should be numbered even hour base. We are starting out with the Arizona Cardinals and Kurt Warner, and Kurt is numbered to 225. These are hard for some reason. The way they are, I don't know why, but you have to kind of get them at a slight bit of an angle, or it's hard to read them. The camera doesn't read the color well for whatever reason. Dan Marino and the Dolphins up next. That is called Golden Arms. And where's our number on it? Down here at the bottom. Looks like that is numbered to 225. It's lost a little bit in his shoe, but it is hanging around down there. For the Raiders, it is DeAndre Washington. And that is a trio of relics. The card set is called Motherlode, and it is numbered to 99. You'll see up there in that upper right-hand corner. Coming off next, also numbered to 99, is Devonta Freeman and the Falcons with a relic. I see something that's going to make somebody really happy here in a second. I mean, really happy. Tyler Ervin for the Houston Texans. That is a nice looking card. It's numbered to 99. Those metallic marks are some of my favorite cards in this set. So to 99, the Texans and Tyler Ervin. How about that, kids? A little Carson Wentz rookie ink and relic attached. It is numbered to 225 for the Eagles. You do have, unfortunately, you can see it, some chipping on all four of these corners. Both on the right side are worse than the two on the left. But that's still a nice little return on investment and a nice hit for the Eagles. So congrats, Philly, on that. Josh Doxson for the Redskins. Motherlode trio of relics. It is numbered to 249. I'm trying to just get it at an angle where you can see most of the writing eventually. Numbered to 225, you have a base card for the Dallas Cowboys with Mr. Tony Romo. Got a little bit of stuff going on the corners there as well, mostly upper right and lower left on the back. And a relic to 150 for the Rams with Mr. Todd Gurley. And we are wrapping this one up with Jerry Rice and the San Francisco 49ers, numbered to 100 up there at the top. All right, so let's recap it. These are our numbered cards that don't have autographs or relics attached. You got the 49ers, the Cowboys, the Marinos, the Dolphins with Dan Marino, and the Cardinals and Kurt Warner. Our hits recap, it is Gurley for the Rams, Josh Doxson for the Redskins, sweet little Carson Wentz rookie hit there for the Eagles, really nice gold ink signature to 225. Tyler Ervin to 99, signed for the Texans. A relic to 99 for Devonta Freeman and the Falcons. And then DeAndre Washington to 99 with relics for the Raiders. Gets black gold all wrapped up. So let's see what's next on our list. I believe it is our autograph baseballs, I think, right? I believe it is. Let's put you back to there and let me wander over here and see where we are in terms of what's paid and what isn't. So it looks like we just have one unpaid in here, and that is going to be for the Nationals. And last bid amount was $12 on eBay. So if somebody wants the Nationals in this autograph baseball break, please jump into chat and let me know. I'm going to bring you back to me for a second, and I'm going to jump into that spreadsheet and just update it real quickly to reflect that it's currently unpaid. And then I'll update it again if someone wants to pick it up on second chance. But either way, I got to do some updating. So we'll get the first of it knocked out. All right, so does anybody want them? Anybody interested in the Nationals? These are our 3 Tristar Series 10 autograph baseballs. That's what's coming up. And, of course, active players will go to their current team, and retired players are going to go to the team that they played for the longest, which is traditionally the way we do this memorabilia sort of stuff. And we are looking at 3 of them. It is 2018 Tristar Series 10 autograph baseballs. This is break number 2. And once again, it ended tonight on eBay Friday night, the 24th. Team names are on the left-hand side. Our winning bidders are across from each team on the opposite side. The Nationals in here are an unpaid team, so that's why they are marked as such. Joe's offering $4 for them. I'd like to get a little closer than that. If I can't get a little closer than that, then we'll just let it ride, and maybe I'll get lucky. I'll have some skin in the game if that's the case, which I do appreciate that, Joe, for sure. I do appreciate the offer. Absolutely, I do. But I would like to get a little bit closer to the bid amount, or I'll just hang on to them, and maybe I'll get lucky and the person will pay later, you know. So it doesn't look like anybody else has any interest in them, so we're going to go right on down the road. If I can get myself in the box, we are, that is. Oh, good grief. Why do these guys have to put... It's got overwrap on it, and they still seal it with the little plastic inside, I guess. I don't know. I guess in case you had a card store and somebody would take off the overwrap. So, I don't know why they do it that way, but they do. So, there you have it. This is our second go-round with these. Our first go-round with them was actually pretty nice hits. So, let's see who we end up with tonight. First out is Mark Grace, and this again, these are just little informational cards in there, and there is your Mark Grace autograph. And where's our authentication? It's here on the top side. It's Tristar hologram authenticated. I would tend to think Mark Grace is going to be the Cubs, but we will double check it when we get to the end here, because once again, retired players are going to go the team they played for the longest, whereas it is current players, active players go to their current teams. All right, Juan Gonzalez comes out next, and Juan's signature right there. And there's our hologram authentication. It's also a Tristar authenticated. I would think that Juan Gonzalez is probably going to be the Rangers, but we will check it out like we always do. And our last one out is Greg Olson. And Greg has a nice big signature on there. He also has an inscription alongside of it, and a Tristar hologram authentication. So you know what I'm getting ready to do. I'm getting ready to go over to MLB.com, and we're just going to go ahead and verify all these guys real quickly and make sure that I told you right on them. We'll just get that squared away before we move on to our next step here. All right, so Mark Grace, yeah, definitely the Cubs. He was 13 years there, only 3 years with the Diamondbacks. So we are good to go as called with Mark Grace. And now let's look up Juan Gonzalez here. Take a little look at him. And he was 13 years with the Rangers, 2 with the Indians, 1 with the Royals, 1 with the Tigers. So definitely the Rangers, as we called with him. And now we just have the one left to verify, and that would be Greg Olson. Let me just get him typed in here and make sure we're right on that one. If I could do it without making a typo, that might be helpful. And Mr. Greg Olson is 6 years with the Baltimore Orioles, and a ton of other teams for him, honestly. Looks like a couple of years for the Diamondbacks, a couple of years for the Royals, a couple for the Dodgers, one for the Twins, one for the Braves, one for the Indians, one Astros, one Tigers. But obviously Orioles for 6 years is going to win that battle. So we are Greg Olson, Baltimore Orioles. And I am going to go ahead and label these on the top so that I do not have to open them up again later. Next up was Juan Gonzalez, and that is for the Texas Rangers. And our third one for the Cubbies, it's Mark Grace. All right, autographed baseballs are finished up. We're going to keep on trucking here. We've got some jerseys to look at, multi-sport. Multi-sport jerseys are always fun. I like them. Because really, I mean, we've pulled everything from soccer, basketball, baseball, football. We've pulled a wide variety of multi-sport jerseys over the years. Not all out of this year, but over the years we have. I know this one's all paid, so we don't have to worry about that. So one more time, this has been up there a bunch, but I know people jump in and out. So all of our free shipping breaks tonight, which is everything but Leaf Metal Draft, should be out the door and on the way to you no later than Friday the 31st, a week from today, if your team was pulled in the break and you hit one of the items. If you didn't hit one of the items, then of course your consolation card, I'm typically going to hold on to and send with your next package, unless you want it sent by itself, just in a plain white envelope with a stamp, and you want it sent sooner, send me a message on eBay and let me know, and I will take care of that for you. Our paid shipping break tonight, that's our Leaf Metal Draft, should be out the door and on the way no later than Tuesday. As always, stuff sometimes goes sooner, but it shouldn't go later than what you see there. And if you get skunked in Leaf Metal Draft Baseball, your consolation card or cards will ship to you when the rest of the break goes out, because of course that will be your next package since it is a paid shipping break. All right. This is a pair of 2019 Leaf Autograph Multisport jerseys. This is break number 3, ending tonight on eBay Friday night the 24th, same night we are breaking it. Spots are sold by the first letter of the last name, as you see there. So a Hank Aaron would come out and go to the A's. If you were to pull Tiger Woods, it would go to the W's, and so on and so forth. Terry Bradshaw to the B's, you know the drill. And same format, guys, except instead of saying a team name, it says last name and then the letter. And then, of course, our winning bidders cross from on each one of our jerseys. Jay Allen, what did you say about which Olson? Are you talking about the autographed baseball? It was Greg Olson, right? Yeah, Greg. Double G Greg Olson is who it was. Who played 6 years for the Orioles, and then all those other teams I read off were all less than that. So we went to the Orioles. Emery, you had 2 out of that. You had the Orioles and the Cubs. Oh, nice job then. All the jersey spots are paid. Yep, they sure are. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. But they were actually the first break paid up tonight, and they were paid up pretty easily. So we didn't have to fight over those. Jay Allen needs the letter G in here. Oh, see? Now I told you there's some sweet stuff in here. Larry Bird, man. Oh, I love this. We pulled a Larry Bird autograph card earlier this week, but I love this jersey even better. And it is Beckett authenticated. There's your Beckett paper certificate to go with it. Larry Bird, what a nice hit. And that, of course, goes to the letter B. Sweet little hit right there. We got one more to go. Let's find out who's in here. It is Don Sutton. Oh, that's nice too. That is going to the S bidding position. And there is your Don Sutton autograph. He's got a Hall of Fame inscription down there at the bottom. You've got a Beckett COA sticker and a Beckett paper COA to go with it. So our multi-sport jerseys, you have Don Sutton going to the S bidding position. And the other that we pulled, a sweet, sweet little hit for sure, is the Larry Bird autographed jersey for the letter B. So B and S. All right. That takes care of the multi-sport jerseys. It's going to bring us to our, I guess, kind of our main event, which was a bit of a last-minute addition because Leaf moved up the release date. How atypical, right? They're generally releasing things after they're supposed to, not before. So we had to slide this one in at the last possible minute. I'm going to let you look at that. Let me check and see where we are with payment on this one. And we'll see what happens next. So it looks like in here we have the Angels that were unpaid at a bid price of $16.50. So if anybody is interested in picking up the Angels in this case of Leaf Metal Draft, please jump in here and let me know. Otherwise, of course, we are, we'll roll on down the road with it. But if someone wants it, let me know. I'm going to bring you back to me for a second so that I can go in and update our spreadsheet. And then we'll get into some Leaf Metal Draft. And we're getting there. Just takes me a minute to go through and get it all squared away for posterity's sake, right? Well, if we need to go back and look for it, and then we'll know what's happened with it. Okay, so you already saw all of the shipping information there a moment ago, and as always, if I can get something out faster than the date that you see, I of course will do so. Otherwise, it will be on or before the date listed. And this is going to be a 12-box case of Leaf Metal Draft Baseball that just released today. Came out the same night it ended on eBay, Friday night the 24th, same night we're breaking it. The Angels were sold, but they were not paid by their bidder. Everybody else, you're going to see your username across from your team. Now, the deal with Leaf Metal Draft here, and I did make sure to spell this out in the description in no uncertain terms, because in the past there have been, even though it tells you this at the bottom, people don't always scroll down there, and then it turns into a big ordeal. So this time I made sure we set it up at the top, too. The deal is this. The player goes to the team that they are with as of right now, today, the time that we are doing the break. So that's how players are assigned. So, we're not going to get into this stuff. Last year we had a player who, Jarred Kelenic, he was traded from the Mets to the Mariners. And I had people 3 and 4 months after that trade still trying to argue that Jarred Kelenic should go to the Mets. No, does not work that way in this product. There are no team names listed. There are no cities listed. There is only the player name listed in this product. That is why we do it to their current team. Also, because uniforms, you can't really go by either. Sometimes they're pictures of minor league uniforms. Sometimes they're all-star uniforms. Sometimes they're collegiate uniforms. They airbrush out all of the logos and things. So we're not going to go by uniforms, which we wouldn't anyway, because we all know sometimes on sports cards, they will show a picture of someone in an old uniform, but yet have their current team noted on the card. So we do it nice and easy. Goes to the current team. Jay Allen, our Stang lover, you said that Largent got both of the jerseys, did he? In the multi-sport? Wow, he had a good break then, didn't he? Jay Allen, meanwhile, says he is going to quit memorabilia. He hasn't hit memorabilia in a year. I didn't really think it had been that long, Jay Allen. I thought you hit some memorabilia a few months back. Maybe that was Stang Lover then. For some reason I was thinking it was you. Stang Lover says he's not doing too well on memorabilia either, but he did just get his baseball today that he hit in the break a couple nights ago. So there you go, see? You said you won one helmet and all of 2019. So you've already done better in 2020 because you hit one tonight? Well, there you go. That's right. That's the way to look at it. So as you can see, what I am doing first is simply getting all the plastic off of our boxes and getting these leaf seals cut so that once we get rolling, we can just keep on going. All of the cards and leaf products are already in top loaders, and sleeves and top loaders, so we don't have to worry about any of that stuff. Once we get rolling, we can just peel them right out of there. They're all hits. There's no base cards in here. Everything in here will be an autograph. There are 6 autographs per box, so it's a very autograph-heavy product, which is just the way we like it. And what else? What else? Is that it? I don't know. I think that's all there is to know about this that I can think of. But, you know, now some of these too, I may know as we go along, and some of them I may not. Some of these I may have to look up the players after the fact. And that happens virtually every year. There'll be a handful I will know and a handful that I won't. And I will, when I have to look them up, I'm going to look first at MILB.com, which is the official site of Minor League Baseball. And then if you can't find it there, then I would next go look at international signings to see if it was, you know, an international player that has signed with the team. And that would be, which you can find in the transactions on MLB.com. So that's kind of how we decide what's what with this. Stang Lover, I know you said you sent me an email, something about this product, but I never found it. I don't know what the title was, but I searched under Leaf, and I searched under Metal Draft, and I searched under Stang Lover, and I searched under everything I could think of, but I know you sent it to that AOL account. You told me that you did, but I never found it. You guys got to understand there's 20,000 plus emails in there, and the only way I can sort and find them is if I know what to put in the search box. I think I'm going to adjust the focus a little bit now that we're on cards, so bear with me a second. I'd like to look at them a little closer than we looked at memorabilia. That should enable us to see it a little bit closer up. All right, so we are starting off here with Glenallen Hill Jr., and it is numbered to 30, and that name sounds familiar to me, but honestly, I do not remember where that goes. Now, Stang Lover may know some of these, and if you do, Stang Lover, you can feel free to type them into chat. Just understand, everybody, that I am going to verify each and every one that I don't know. I'm going to verify it myself before I ship it out, because that's just kind of how we roll. All right, Kyron Paris is the next one out. And that is, oddly enough, for the Unpaid Angels. And it is numbered to 30. All right, this is Shea Langoliers, and he is numbered to 50. We see Shea come out of stuff, I'd say fairly often. He's the Atlanta Braves. A State Pride. Now, that's my man Reese Hines. He heads to the Cincinnati Reds. That one is numbered to 7. Corbin Carroll. You've got the Arizona Diamondbacks making an appearance, numbered to 25 for the D-backs. And I think I see a little 1 of 1 up on us here. And I do. It is Isaiah Campbell. And I fully expect when we flip this over that it's going to say 1 of 1. And it does. So a nice hit for the Seattle Mariners with a 1 of 1 Isaiah Campbell coming out early. Jay Allen, you need the Phillies in here. All right, cool. We'll work on that. Joe says, typed in Arizona. Are you talking about, for the first guy that I didn't know, the Glenallen Hill, who I couldn't remember where he goes? Is that who you're saying you believe is the Diamondbacks? All right, next up, we have Hudson Head, numbered to 15. I don't know where Hudson goes. I'll tell you that straight up. Don't know Hudson Head. Logan Wyatt, next in line. Logan is the San Francisco Giants, numbered to 20. Behind that, we have Ryan Jensen. Ryan is numbered to 20. And Ryan, I believe, is the Cubbies, right? I think he is. Matthew Thompson. Matthew, numbered to 15. I got to look up. I can't think of him off the top of my head. Let's see if I have him written down. I do. He is the White Sox. And here's, I never know how to say his name. Is it Freudis? Is it Freudis Nova? Or maybe that. Maybe that, maybe not. Anyway, he's numbered to 35, and I probably just butchered his name, and I should know where he goes because we've pulled him a bunch, and I am kind of blanking on him at the moment as well, but he's definitely associated with a team for sure. I just am blanking on it at the moment. The Giants have another Logan Wyatt. That one is numbered to 5. Is Freudis the Astros? See, that's the first one I was thinking of. And then for some reason I convinced myself that that wasn't right. But in my head I thought Astros, and then I decided no, that was wrong. So you think it is Astros too? So maybe that is on the right track then. I don't know. Matt Gorski, numbered to 15. And Matt Gorski is the Pittsburgh Pirates. Next up you have Tyler Freeman. Tyler is numbered to 30. I don't know Tyler off the top of my head. Let me see. Do I have him written down? I do not. So he's one I would have to look up because I don't know it off the top. Joe Ryan on a State Pride, numbered to 25. And Joe Ryan, I do not have written down and I do not remember. The second break of this will be easier. Some of these guys I just haven't seen in a while, and I have to kind of work through my head where they go. Tariq Skubal, it's numbered to 30. I don't know him at all. I don't ever even remember seeing him before. So Nico goes to the Cubbies, and that is numbered to 30. Nico Horner. Followed by a little Andrew Vaughn. That's nice. Andrew is numbered to 30. That heads to the White Sox. All right. We are next looking at Nick Nelson, numbered to 50. Don't know Nick Nelson. Don't remember Nick Nelson, so couldn't tell you on that one. Michael Bush, number 220. Good old Michael Bush goes to the Dodgers. A State Pride for Levi Kelly, numbered to 30. And Levi Kelly, one I will have to look up. Josh Wolf. Josh is numbered to 20. And Josh goes to the Mets. Anthony Volpe, that's numbered to 5. That's a nice little hit right there. That's the Yankees. How about this man? If you've got the Toronto Blue Jays, Vlad Guerrero Jr., numbered 220. All right, we have got State Pride with Tyler Callahan, numbered to 20. And by the way, Tyler Callahan's the Reds, but by the way, this little foamy insert stuff leaves weird residue on some of these top loaders. Like I can feel it when I'm holding them. I don't know if it will have all fallen off by the time it gets to you or not, but FYI, if there's weirdo little flakes of stuff, that's what it is. Gunnar Henderson, it is numbered to 30. That is the Baltimore Orioles. Next up is Nick Quintana. Nick is numbered to 20, and I should have him written down. Tigers. I know he's one I always forget. Jackson Rutledge, numbered to 20, is the Washington Nationals. Cameron Cannon. Cameron is numbered to 25. He's the Boston Red Sox. This is a State Pride Nick Nelson, numbered to 3. Did I determine that I didn't have Nick Nelson written down? Yeah, I did. So I'm not sure about Nick Nelson. Yeah, see this stuff? I don't know. It leaves little weird stuff. little weird residue stuff that makes me kind of unhappy. But anyway. For the Marlins, numbered to 10, Nasim Nunez. Then we have a little Noah Song, numbered to 5. Haven't seen a lot of Noah Song autographs lately. And as such, I can't remember where he goes, and I used to know that one. Zach Watson is numbered to 30. And I know Noah Song. Why can't I think of it? Orioles for Zach Watson. I mean, we've pulled him out of other stuff. Ronnie Mauricio, numbered 230, New York Mets. A redemption for Marco Luciano. And Marco, I don't remember off the top of my head. So that's one I'll be looking up later. Song is the Red Sox. See, why can't I always want to think of him as being St. Louis, but I knew that was wrong, so I didn't say it. Because I knew it was wrong, but that's always how I associate him for some reason. But, okay, Red Sox for Noah Song. Thank you. Now, here's Matthew Thompson. I think we saw him earlier, didn't we? That is a State Pride. It is numbered to 7. It goes to the Chicago White Sox. All right, this is Dre, excuse me, Dre Jameson, numbered to 15 is the Diamondbacks. Then you have Sammy Ciani, numbered to 30. Sammy Ciani, I may have to default to looking that one up. I don't remember him either. Matthew Allen is numbered to 30. Can't think of that off the top of my head either. Riley Green. Ooh, I like Riley Green. Detroit Tigers, numbered to 30. And here's Blake Walston, numbered to 30. Don't know Blake off the top of my head either, unfortunately. And Bobby Witt Jr. to 25. Nice little Bobby Witt for Kansas City. Buckeye says he thinks that the Ciani, Sammy Ciani, is a pirate. Stang Lover thinks that the Luciano from a minute ago was the Giants. I'm sure you guys are right. You know how I do, though. I always sit down after the break and go through and verify all of these and then create a little master spreadsheet that we will use in the breaks going forward in case there are some that I forget, which there almost always are. Tucker Davidson, numbered to 30. Don't know Tucker. And this is Cameron Wiesner, numbered to 30. And he's a Marlin. Nolan Gorman, numbered to 50. How about that, Stang Lover, for your Cardinals? You like that one. I'm quite sure. Cody, is that Hosey? Hosey or Hosey, to 30 for the Dodgers. And we have a, oh, that's nice, a little Devi Garcia redemption for the Yankees. And that is followed by C.J. Abrams, numbered to 20 for the Padres. Okay. What do we have next? Jared Kelenic. Speak of the devil, we talked about him earlier, to 50 for the Mariners. TJ Sikkema, numbered to 20 for the Yankees. Joey Bart, San Francisco Giants, numbered to 20. Urias, didn't he get traded to 20? He used to be the Padres, but I think he's been traded. Hang on a second. I really think he has been. But let's see. Sanglover might know this off the top of his head, but yeah, he's a brewer now, right? Yeah, I think that's what he's a brewer these days. I knew he'd been traded, and I always want to say the other team. That's why I had to stop on him and look it up, correct myself before I said the wrong thing. So Brewers is where he resides these days. Bryson Stott, numbered 220, Philadelphia Phillies. Gavin Lux, Dodgers, /20. Ralph says, yes, Brewers is right for Urias. Okay, very good. We're all on the same page there. All right, Greg Jones comes out next. That is the Tampa Bay Rays. It is numbered 220, followed by Jimmy Lewis /30. And Jimmy, let me see if I jotted him down. I did. He's the Dodgers. And next up, numbered /15 is Ryan Garcia. Ryan is the Rangers. Ethan Small, numbered 230, is the Brewers. Got another one of one in here. This one is a printing plate. And it is for my Cincinnati Reds. I am incredibly jealous of this. That's Nick Lodolo. I thought it was when I saw the signature, and I was like, oh, is that really going to be him? It is. Cincinnati Reds, I'm officially jealous of you now because I like that hit. That's nice. One of one printing plate. Michael Tolia, numbered 2-7. And I know that guy. He's the Rockies, I think. We hit him a lot out of stuff. I think he's the Rockies. We are on our next to last box. And it brings out Seth Johnson /30. And Seth is the Tampa Bay Rays. J.J. Bleday, Miami Marlins, numbered 250. Matthew Lugo /20. And Matthew goes to the Red Sox. Quinn Priestier, that's numbered /10. I see him all the time. He's the Pirates, isn't he? I'm pretty sure he's the Pirates. Like, we pull him all the time. 99% sure he's that he's the Pirate. Andrew Dahlquist. Andrew is numbered /20. I should know this one. I see him all the time, and I'm blanking on him. Wow, this is all... Oh, look who it is. I'm like, this is all faded. I wasn't paying attention to who's on it. Yordan Alvarez, baby. Woohoo! Astros. Living it up with Yordan Alvarez. Autograph. Here we go. Last box mojo time. Let's rock and roll here with our last box. We have Joshua Mears. It is numbered /5. And where does it go? Padres. Cody Freeman, numbered /15. Cody, I cannot remember. Ryan Nelson, numbered /30. I've never known Ryan Nelson off the top of my head, nor do I have him written down, so we'll have to check him out later. This is Corey Lee. Corey is numbered /30. I've definitely seen Corey before. I believe he's the Astros. A State Pride, Braden Schumacher, and he is numbered /10. And Braden there goes to the Braves. And our last, oh man, talk about last box mojo. Last box mojo, last card mojo, last everything mojo. Look who that is. Yes, babies. For the Orioles, that is Adley Rutschman. That is a nice one, numbered /30. Very appropriately came out of last box mojo. So, whoo. All right, kids. So let's roll through these again. Here's how the recap's going to work. I'm just going to flip them up and read the names, because obviously if we did this whole ordeal again, it would be just like doing the breakover. But because we do always recap and people jump in and out, I'm just going to put them up, show you the names. One final time, the reminder is this. The players will go to the team they are with as of tonight, this day and time. The first source to check that will be MILB.com, which is the official website of Minor League Baseball. If they for some reason are not listed there, the second place I would look would be MLB.com under transactions to see if a player had been signed during the international signing period. But I think for the most part, I believe that we hit them as we went along. The ones I didn't know, I let you know. And those, of course, again, I will look everything up before it ships out. Zach Watson, Noah Song, Nasim Nunez, a state pride for, I can't read that and all that, Nick Nelson. My eyesight's bad, and you put those names in that pattern, sometimes I can't read them. Cameron Cannon, Jackson Rutledge, Nick Quintana, Gunnar Henderson, a state pride for Tyler Callahan, a Vlad Guerrero Jr., very nice. Over here behind door number 2, Anthony Volpe, Josh Wolf, and a state pride for Levi Kelly. And on this one is Michael Bush, Nick Nelson, Andrew Vaughn, Nico Hornerer, Tariq Skewball, or something maybe not at all similar to that, Joe Ryan, Tyler Freeman, a state pride Matt Gorski, Logan Wyatt, followed by Freudis Nova, Matthew Thompson, Ryan Jensen, Logan Wyatt, Hudson Head, our 1 of 1, Isaiah Campbell. That is a sweet little hit right there. I always love our 1 of 1s. We found 2 of them in this case. Corbin Carroll, a state pride for Reese Hines, Shea Langoliers, Kyron Paris, Glenallen Hill Jr., Gavin Lux, Bryson Stott, Luis Urias, recently traded, a Brewer these days, Joey Bart, TJ Sikkema, Jared Kalenic, CJ Abrams, Devi Garcia Redemption, Cody Hosey, Nolan Gorman, Cameron Meisner, Tucker Davidson, Bobby Witt Jr., Blake Walston, Riley Green, that is Matthew Allen, Sammy Ciani, Corey Jamison, a state pride for Matthew Thompson, a redemption for Marco Luciano, Ronnie Mauricio, Adley Rutschman, yay, that one makes me very happy. And that is Braden Schumach for on a state pride. That's the Braves. Corey Lee, Ryan Nelson, Cody Freeman, Joshua Mears, a Yordan Alvarez redemption. Woohoo! I like that. Andrew Dalquist, Queen Priestier, Matthew Lugo, JJ Blade, Seth Johnson, Michael Tolia, a 1 of 1 Nick Lodolo for the Cincinnati Reds with the autograph printing plate. Ethan Small, Ryan Garcia, Jimmy Lewis, and Greg Jones. All right, there's the break. There's the recap. In case someone didn't catch any of this earlier, I'm going to put up shipping information one final time. We will also take a look at what's coming up in the days ahead one final time. If you want to know about any of that, here it comes. So the free shipping stuff will be on the way to you no later than Friday the 31st, a week from today. There's a strong likelihood it will go sooner than that, but it would not go later than that. And if you got skunked in one of those free shipping breaks, meaning your team was not pulled in that break for the memorabilia item or items or out of 2016 Black Gold, your consolation card or cards would typically be held to ship with your next package because it is a free shipping break. But if you want it sent sooner, you need only send me a message on eBay letting me know, and I will take care of it for you. Our paid shipping break tonight, which is what we just concluded, Leaf Metal Draft, should ship out no later than Tuesday. It may go sooner, but it should not be later. And if you got skunked in Leaf Metal Draft and your team did not pull a card at all of any sort, then your consolation card or cards will ship out when the rest of the break ships, since it is a paid shipping break. Here's what the days ahead look like. Tomorrow and Sunday are both off nights. On Monday night, we're going to open 4 boxes of Bowman's Best Baseball. That's a half case break of loose boxes from a shared case. We'll open a 20-box case of Optic Football Collector's Box version. On Tuesday, a Leaf Autograph Baseball jersey, an 8-box inner case of Revolution Basketball, and another 12-box case of Leaf Metal Draft Baseball. Wednesday night, we're going to have just one new release. All the others got moved on the schedule. That'll be a 20-box case of 2020 Topps Archive Signature Series Active Player Edition. We'll also open a Tristar Autograph Football and 3 Tristar Game Changers Autographed Baseballs. So that has got me finished up for tonight, and I am actually all wrapped up until Monday. So I am off Saturday and Sunday. I will be back at it Monday night. I hope that you'll come back and see me then. But if I don't see you then, come back and see me soon, somewhere along the way. We're always doing something fun around here. In the meantime, enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you Monday. Bye now.